Just finished up an awesome week at Oshkosh, and we're at 3 Charlie Kilo Airport here in Illinois. And I'm here with Jason Miller. We're gonna be flying back this Cessna Pressurized Turbo 210 back to California. He's going to Grass Valley. Gonna probably drop me off at Reno and hitch a commercial flight back. It's already 4 o'clock. We got a bit of a late start today. Had some trouble with the RV. We had to return it, unload it, catch an Uber here. Now we're prepping the plane and we're about to head on out. So come along with us as we fly the Pressurized Turbo Cessna 210 all the way from Oshkosh back to California. Let's go flying.
All right, for our takeoff here, we have 3,900 feet of runway available. We should be over a 50-foot obstacle at that point, but if we don't have 70% of 60 knots, which is about 50, let's call it 45. 45 by the halfway point, we will abort. The halfway point on this runway is the second taxiway.
Okay.
About. If we do, we are going to rotate at 60, we are going to climb at 120, and we're going up to 4,500 feet over cruise level. If there's any problems on the takeoff roll, I'm just going to power back and stop. If it's after rotation with runway remaining, power back, pitch forward, land straight ahead. After rotation without runway remaining, pitch forward, full forward, and on both of these pump switches are on. You know how to open the emergency door if you need to.
Left and push.
That's right. Yeah, out, left, and push. All right, are you ready to go?
Yep.
Lake in the Hills traffic, Centurion 731 Hotel Romeo, departing runway 26, straight out, Lake in the Hills. Final approach path is clear.
Clear. Hey.
Runway is getting resurfaced tomorrow, apparently, or next week. They really need it. All right, power set. Feel that in your ears?
Yeah.
Engine gauges are checked. Airspeed's alive. There's rotation. Ooh, quite a crosswind. All right, no runway, gear up. Yeah, I'll keep my hand on it until I verify that it's up. Now I can be off that.
Okay, cool.
Try to get to 120, I'm gonna go yaw damper on. And we've got a positive rate of climb, 100 knots, 200 feet off the ground, flaps up. All right, climb flow, we're west. Lights are good, cowl flaps are open. Climb checklist, power mixture, airspeed, cowl flaps. DHTs are looking good.
So you did a weather briefing right before we left, and how's it look?
It looks great. We're flying into a steadily increasing headwind. We're just on the south end of a convective SIGMET, but we're really barely just skimming through the south end of it, and there's no radar returns along our route of flight.
Yeah.
Our best bet is to keep it low, so based on what we see here with the bases, I'm just going to, I said 4,500, but we're just going to keep it under the clouds for now. The winds are lighter. And...
Okay.
Rockford approach, Centurion 731 Hotel Romeo.
Centurion 731 Hotel Romeo, Rockford approach, Rockford number 2995.
2995, 731 Hotel Romeo, approximately 2 miles to the southwest of Marengo. 4,000, climbing 4,500 VFR, Sioux City, Iowa. Request flight following.
Number 731 Hotel Romeo, Roger against squawk 4202.
4202, and we're just trying to clear some clouds here. Is it all right if we hold at 4,000 for a moment?
Yeah.
All right, we'll fly here at 4 for just a minute. Thanks, 731 Hotel Romeo. All right, we're going to level off.
1 Hotel Romeo, ready to contact, school 18 miles east of Rockford, let's altitude 4,000.
1 Hotel Romeo.
Number 1 Hotel Romeo, what's going to be your cruising altitude?
We're looking for 4,500 the whole way, but we're just trying to stay under the clouds here for a minute.
Yeah, no problem. I just need one just to put on the system.
Yeah, 4,500 for us, thanks. Rockford 731 Hotel Romeo, level 3,900. All right, we're getting 141 over the ground.
731 Hotel Romeo, Rockford approach, Rockford altimeter is 2995. Sierra altitude again?
2995. We're currently 3,900. We're just waiting for the clouds to break up a little bit. We're going to cruise 4,500 when able.
Roger.
I'm going to go up here. We'll see what happens.
Rockford Cherokee 33864, request 900,000.
It sucks, but I think we're going to end up at
Cherokee
6,500.
33864, climb maintain 900,000.
33864, climb maintain 900,000.
We really probably should have just stayed below the clouds.
Oh, it might be cooler and smoother above.
Yeah, but what happens is there's buildups like that, and unless you're willing to commit to 15, you can't fly a direct line. And because we're up here, we're flying into a river of headwind. Like, we want to go that way right now, but we can't. Yeah, I think we should stay low, bro. This is not going to work in our favor tonight.
Okay.
Rockford 731 Hotel Romeo. I think we're going to descend back down below the clouds here, so maybe 3,500 if that works for you.
Tower 1 Hotel Romeo, VFR altitude, your discretion.
Okay, yeah, copy that. I just wanted to let you know we're sort of flying the wrong hemispheric altitude. We're westbound at 35, so.
No problem.
You guys are pretty mellow. They're like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to be going 3,500 westbound, whatever. I mean, we could theoretically fly at 2,500 and we don't have to worry about the hemispheric rules.
Rockford approach Cessna 1740.
No, it's westbound. You want to be as low as you can. Eastbound, turn on the pressurization and go way up high.
Affirmative, 40 Tango.
Roger.
So like I was saying, on a day like today with the cloud tops the way they are, if we got up there, you're right, it would be smooth air, but it's much windier, and so we're not going to fly so high as to get above those, so it'll prevent us from flying a straight line.
Gotcha.
So like westbound, it's like, especially over flat terrain like this with all these fields, like we could land this thing kind of anywhere.
Yeah.
You know? I don't want to fly IFR just because I think this will be faster and prettier and like less headache.
Yeah. All right, so a lot of times I find myself in this situation where I'm going under a cloud deck VFR.
Yeah.
Do you have any tips for estimating how far below the deck you are? Because you got to stay 500 feet below in a lot of airspace, right?
Right. I mean, I always say to people, it's like, this is not an academic problem. Like, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you're 10 inches below the cloud or 1,000 feet below the cloud. The bottom line is, if an airplane came out of that cloud and you didn't know it was coming, could you see it in time and move out of the way? No one's going to pull you over. If I get up close to this cloud right here, no one's going to pull me over.
Right.
And so, you try to do your best, obviously, to stay legal in all those situations. But
Yeah.
I always say to people, the bottom line is not the legality. The bottom line is don't put yourself in a position where you could create a collision hazard. If you're sitting there wrestling going, am I 300, 400, 500? It's like, okay, if a 737 came out of there right to left right now, could you see it and move, right?
And I've kind of used the same rationale, but I always think like, I'm on with flight following. I've got a DSB. I check, oh, it's active, it's got whatever, right?
You sure you want to do this on camera? No, I'm just kidding.
Right, I know. Well, it's the reality of it. Like, I'm not going to say, oh, I've absolutely never gone closer than 500 feet below the cloud.
Yeah.
Never, ever. But I'm saying, like,
there's no real way to know. There's no tape measure. You know, like, I think you can get used to it over time. Like, it's like anything else. Like, when you're trying to learn how to judge distance, like, how far is that town? You know, is that 3 miles or is that 5 miles, right? It's just a matter of guessing and then checking and then guessing and then checking until you calibrate. And,
so maybe the best thing to do is when you're doing instrument work or, like, you're going through a cloud deck, like if you can think about it, right before you pass through, you're 500 feet under, take the mental note, this is what it looks like.
Yeah, exactly.
And when you get above it, this is what it looks like. And I've got some of that experience, but I haven't necessarily consciously, like, clocked it a lot, you know?
Right. And above it is easier, obviously, because you know where the tops are as you pass through it. So you can be like, okay, I'm on top at 33. Or even if you're VFR, you can say I'm level with...
Right.
I'm going past the bases of the clouds now at 33, and then you just go up to 43.
Yeah.
Knowing when you're exactly 500 below is a little trickier. It's just, and I don't think there is any way other than experience.
Wow, dude, look at this.
Mighty
Mississippi.
Yeah, man. If we were lower, you could probably see some paddle boats down there. They still use them.
This is awesome.
Yeah. It's really fun. It's beautiful flying down here in the fall, too.
Oh, yeah.
On the right day.
Yeah, it's pretty, man. Thanks for inviting me along. I really appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, of course, dude.
It's been super fun all week, but this is really the highlight, capping it off here, of, like, actually flying.
Right.
It's awesome.
It's so hard to be at those at Oshkosh, right? And, like, looking at all those planes and seeing all those planes, and, like, you just want to fly so bad. So.
Yeah. I was stoked that I got to fly in that, the weight shift Delta wing, and also in the Kit Fox for just a minute. It was real quick flights in each, but it was just the last day. But it was like, I got to fly there. It was really cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Sunset's 8:46, so we'll land about 45 minutes before sunset. That's good too. I need to it's been a long day. We'll just get to a hotel and chill for the night.
Yeah, we don't want to get too exhausted with it.
Right.
What'd you say? So we're an hour and a half from Sioux City?
A little less than an hour and a half from Sioux City, yeah.
So there's a huge antenna over there. That's something I always worry about out here, is this humongous antenna.
It's not 3,500 feet high though, is it? I'll turn on my hazard advisor, you just reminded me. So that might be an ADS-B tower. I think it's these along the route. This one's 29, that's pretty darn high, 24, but we're at 35.
That's the one I see over there.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Going Hotel Romeo, Camino, decall antennas at your 12 o'clock, beginning about 6 miles, 3,000 feet, MSL.
We've got visual on them, and I see them on the chart, but yeah, we haven't flown past them before. Is that as high as they go, 3,000 MSL?
Affirmative.
Okay, yeah, we won't go any lower than this, and we'll keep an eye on them. Thank you.
That's so funny that they chime in about the towers.
I know, right? It was a good eye for you, good eye on you, buddy.
I just started thinking about it back there. I'm like, well, we're pretty low, and we're flying in this flat country. The only thing that's going to get in our way are towers.
Yeah, there's one over there, 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
The one at 1 o'clock is 3,000, and the one on the left over here is 3,000.
Yeah, I don't know if I showed it to you, but it's the Zoleo satellite communicator and locator. So anyway, it's awesome to have the, in case we go down, we can locate it. But yeah, right now I'm going to use this to text Poppins, because when we were taking off, all day we're just doing stuff all day with the RV. We're rushing to get in the plane, pack, rig all the cameras. I didn't even get to text her that we were leaving.
I know.
So I'm going to text her, through the satellite where we are.
All right, cool.
Yeah, it's got this app, and they give you a special phone number, and it works even on cell. If it can get to cell, it works. If it can get to Wi-Fi, it works.
Nice.
But if it can't get cell or Wi-Fi, it uses satellite. So you end up using very few messages, because when you're on the ground, this thing could be off. You can still message with it on cell.
Nice.
Pretty awesome. I actually learned about this from a guy that was on your mountain flying trip.
The Zoleo?
Yeah, he had this, and I was like, what's that? He told me all about it, and I was like, oh, I got to get one. So
yeah, I think Howard was the first one to tell me about it.
All right, so I sent this thing. It says, we're in the air on the way to Sioux City, Iowa, where we will spend the night, just letting you know. And then it's sending it on the satellite. There's a little icon, and it takes within a minute or two you get it. It's not a big 30-minute delay.
Right.
It's better if this thing can see the sky, so I just kind of throw it up there. Yeah, there, green check mark, it sent it.
That's great.
So Romeo, I know it's a long ways out, so I'm just going to give you an initial update. There's moderate to heavy precipitation at your 12 o'clock and about 75 miles. The area is about 25 miles wide.
Okay, roger that. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on it, and we'll see how to avoid it when we get closer. Thank you.
Romeo, roger.
Yeah, we're seeing that on the ADS-B radar here.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Oh, it's coming towards us. Oh, it's south.
Kind of southeast,
a little bit, huh?
Southeast, yeah. So I'm going to see if it crosses our path, we might pass behind it to the north.
Okay.
Or we can cut south and go around it. I mean, I just kind of want to get a look at it. I see it now. That's that kind of mass in front of us to the right. And, and the cloud bases do drop. We're going to have to go figure something out here.
Looks like to the north looks better.
Yeah,
than over there, maybe.
I kind of agree.
Kind of makes sense if it's all moving that way.
Right. And Center for 731 Hotel Romeo, I think we're going to turn maybe 20 degrees right here and try to pass behind the buildups we see out there.
Hotel Romeo, roger.
Pretty big.
Yeah, so that's the thunderstorm over there, and it's fanned out. I guess it's kind of like the anvil cloud, right?
Yeah, it is. You can kind of see it, right? Shape of an anvil.
And then, so we're trying to get away from under it. We don't want to fly under any part of that anvil cloud.
That's correct.
Because from my understanding, you correct me if I'm wrong, there could be hail or all kinds of other stuff under there.
Yep, there could be all of that. And right now it's 50 miles away, so we're 50 miles away from that thing. And I'm going to turn us just a little more to the right. We have another one over there at 1 o'clock. And we're kind of threading the needle here between the two of them.
Oh, yeah. Also kind of hard to see because it's haze. Backlit haze, so just in general, it's kind of hard to get definition on this stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
We're looking into the sun, and it's hazy, and
I'm just curious what kind of little scud accompanies it.
Right, because you can see that there's some clouds there. Yeah,
so let's load the stations. So the flight category between here and there should show us.
There's an airport right in the middle of the two of them. I'm just going to look at their their weather right here. Binding current observation. Let's see if we get it. Pocahontas Municipal. Pocahontas was a famous aviator.
How do you think Lewis and Clark did it, dude? If she wasn't able to fly ahead and scout.
Yeah, she showed them how to fly through the Rockies on the trail. Well, this other airport just south, just coming up, is clear below 12,000.
Yeah, that's the one behind it is too.
Just gotta make
This
sure
one?
you do know that the
ASLB.
automated weather broadcast system DP is unreliable, and the 1533 migratory bird
The one
activity.
past it also, so we should be pretty good.
Yeah, I think it'll be alright, even if we have to go a little lower. Another good reason to be VFR, honestly.
Oh yeah.
There's a little one right in front of us just building too. See that one just under the sun?
Yeah, I guess we should watch it, right? Because the ADS-B data is so delayed, it could be developing quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it right there, kind
Did you have
of
another request on that?
in front to the left. And then we're coming up on
Was there someone that I stepped on there, sorry?
clouds here, and we're just going to go under them, and they look good.
Yeah, we're good there. I think your call to go upwind was good.
So yeah, it's all moving kind of south a little bit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's building up, but you know, in front of us pretty good.
Yeah. So we got 90 miles to go.
Look at the rays of light coming through there.
It's beautiful. I just wish the prop wasn't in it. I hate when the prop's in it.
I have a filter that takes that out, but it's in my backpack.
On your phone, it takes it out. Oh, no shit.
I have a variable ND.
By the way, if you want to learn how to make your own aviation videos, come on over to our Patreon, where members get full access to multi-part video series covering all the details of how to plan, shoot, and edit your own content. In addition to our very active Discord chat, meetups, and super detailed guide on how to fly to Mexico.
This is why we fly, dude.
I know.
You see stuff like this? That's awesome.
It really is.
Yeah, there's like this cloud in the foreground, and then behind it is like that super vertical.
That's right.
Is that? Would you consider that a towering cumulus?
Yeah, that's what it is right now. Or you could call it. So a towering cumulus can always become a developing thunderstorm. I mean, the difference between a towering cumulus and a developing thunderstorm is shades of gray.
Right. That's definitely something to watch out for.
Yeah. I'm waiting for that buildup behind this cloud to show up on the ADS-B. I don't see it yet. There it is. Chimney, I do expect turbulence from now on. I'm just going to go heading mode a little more to the right.
Yeah.
I think we're on the backside of it pretty good.
Oh, yeah. This is looking really good straight ahead.
All right. Well, we don't have the ATIS, but we do have the weather from... okay, ATIS is coming, so we'll wait on the ATIS. We have our altimeter, 2984. We have the approach briefing. We're going to do a right downwind entry for runway 36. And... ATIS, altimeter, approach, avionics, we're good, we got tower, we got ATIS, airplane, approach 731 Hotel Romeo has whiskey.
In 1 Hotel Romeo, roger.
And we also have the ATIS.
That's right. We got a huge bottle of whiskey in the back. We actually do.
Yeah, we do. I'm going to have to fish that out before we go to the hotel, but I know exactly where it is.
Yeah, so the wind's at 260 or whatever, so slight left crosswind.
Yep. And we're going to want to get down to 2,000 feet is the pattern, right? Let's see. Yep, 2,000 feet, so we got 1,500 to lose. Not a big deal.
Entry in 1 Hotel Romeo, Sioux City Airport, 12 o'clock, 10 miles. Contact tower 118.7.
Okay, going to tower, thanks. 1 Hotel Romeo. Sioux City Tower, Centurion 731 Hotel Romeo, inbound landing, whiskey.
Centurion 731 Hotel Romeo, Sioux City Tower, runway 36, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 36, 731 Hotel Romeo. All right.
I guess you can get in there however you want if you just cleared your land. It's not like right base, right downwind.
None of that. There's no one there. So
they got nobody going on in there.
Landing gear, obviously, we'll put down mixture, prop, flaps. Okay, so we've reviewed the before landing.
I think that's it, just like right here, right?
But do you see the runways? Is that the town or is that the airport? Or
sounds like over there.
I don't know how big the field is. So let's see. I think I see it though.
Is that the control tower kind of over there?
No. Oh yeah. Thank you.
Is that it? Yeah.
Control tower. Yeah. Below 160, the gear's coming down. Now note, I'll keep my hand on it until the actual green lights are there. So we'll wait for that cycle to complete. Okay, I've got a green light and I've got a wheel. I got 2 wheels in my mirror. How about you?
Yep, I got 2 wheels here.
All right, those are the speed brakes. All right, so I'm going to start my entry into the downwind. Somewhere in this neighborhood is where that 222-foot tower was. We're downwind now, yeah.
I see both runways.
Nice. I fly this baby like an airliner, sorry.
Oh yeah, no worries.
Alright, so we did our descent checklist, manifold, cowl doors, airspeed. We did our before landing checklist. We've got no carb heat. Gas is on the right tank, undercarriage down and locked, mixtures full rich. We'll wait on the prop a second. Power back here below 160, flaps 10. Below 130, flaps 20. Alright, inside the white arc, flaps full. And props going full forward. Final approach path is clear. Gears down and locked. Ready to land. Alright, yaw damper off.
Yaw damper, disconnect.
Flight director off. Now we're looking for 75 over the fence. A little bit of a left crosswind here, confirming yaw dampers off. I know this is a little flat, sorry.
It doesn't bother me.
All right, we landed at Sioux City. First leg of the trip back home. It was awesome.
It was excellent. Yeah, a little bit of thunderstorm dodging, but overall, a beautiful flight.
All right, hopefully the next episode will be more of the journey home. So thanks for coming along on the journey with us.
Awesome.